The James Webb Space Telescope just sent back an amazing picture, and NASA scientists are losing their minds. As the top telescope out there, it's been checking out different parts of space for a while and finding weird stuff. But this latest image? It's got the science and astronomy world buzzing. What did it capture? Could it be a shot of an alien ship way out in space? Let's check out these new images. The James Webb has shown us things we've never seen before. NASA launched this 10 billion telescope from French Guiana. Now that it's out there, this infrared observatory is giving researchers and astronomers views of space they've never had before. It's the biggest and best space telescope ever, so scientists were super eager for the first pictures. What they found pretty much shut down their brains. When the James Webb pointed at the pillars of creation, it got the most detailed picture of those dust clouds ever. These pillars are in the Serpent constellation, about 7,000 light-years away. The Hubble Space Telescope first took pictures of them in 1995. But the James Webb image shows way more detail. You can see stars that were hidden in the old Hubble picture, some of which are super old. This is a big step in what we know. The James Webb Space Telescope also looked at Pandora's cluster and got an awesome picture of it. This cluster is a part of space that Albert Einstein wrote about back in 1952. The new images have researchers really excited because they show unseen things in that area. The official name for this region is SMX0723, which is part of Pandora's cluster. This cluster has all sorts of wild structures. What makes this image so cool is that even though we've seen it before, Hubble only looked at the center. That means there's still crazy stuff to see out there. The research team used the telescope's best tools to look at Pandora's cluster. Before getting these images, they put them together for one big picture. This picture shows about 5,000 infrared light sources in Pandora's cluster, which is around 3.5 billion light-years away. The image shows both a close-up and a wide view, which could totally change how we think about space. It even shows a bright star in front, with a cool pattern made by the telescope, plus bright white lights with dark rings around them, which are even farther galaxies in Pandora's cluster. While our tech is awesome for looking at this cluster, astronomers are also using something Einstein predicted, called general relativity. These continuous finds keep scientists and space experts hooked. The James Webb Telescope has snapped some strange space oddities, and even the pros can't figure them out. One of these is the weird rings around a far-off star. A scientist posted the picture on Twitter, and everyone started talking about it. The picture showed a star, named W40, with wave-like circles that seemed to fade out. But get this, the circles were kind of square-shaped. So, naturally, people started wondering if aliens made it. Some experts think it's just nature playing tricks on us. But still, why are they shaped like that? And why are they so regular? Scientists like Mark McCann are scratching their heads. He called it amazing on Twitter. He said the sharp blue lines are probably just from how the telescope sees light. But the red twist is real, and that's shells around the star. NASA should explain it soon, but we already know young stars usually look blue, and old stars look red. Astronomers didn't think they'd see old, red stars so early in the universe, which is what the James Webb Telescope was made to see. They also didn't expect to find galaxies way bigger than the Sun. These red spots in the James Webb pictures might be huge. One scientist says the biggest galaxy they found is only a bit smaller than the Milky Way. Scientists are getting ready to rethink their theories about how galaxies form after the Big Bang. But first, they need to make sure these spots aren't something else. The images of these confusing galaxies were taken with the James Webb's near-infrared camera. The team is going back to these galaxies and the SMX0723 cluster to collect light, which will help them learn about what's in them and how far away they are. One of the team members said that researchers are already changing their ideas about the early universe, just a few months after the first pictures came out. Seeing the early universe for the first time has led to some crazy finds, challenging what we thought we knew about how galaxies came to be. Another cool picture from the James Webb Telescope shows the Phantom Galaxy, which looks like it's spinning. This new image shows dust paths in the galaxy NGC 6208, also called M74. Scientists are interested in the Phantom Galaxy because they think there's a huge black hole in the middle. The James Webb images are special because they show things we couldn't see before. The James Webb Space Telescope has become one of the coolest things we've ever done in space, and it keeps blowing scientists away. It was sent out there to find the biggest mysteries of space, and it's doing just that. From seeing details of far-off galaxies to finding unseen things, the James Webb is rewriting the books on space science. One of the best things about the telescope is that it can see farther into space than anything else before. It's opened a way for exploration. Unlike Hubble, which mostly saw visible and ultraviolet light, the James Webb can see infrared light, which lets it see through dust clouds and things that optical telescopes can't. This has been super helpful for seeing the pillars of creation and learning about how stars are born. The James Webb's pictures of galaxy clusters are giving us new ideas about the structure of the universe. It has also found old galaxies that don't fit with our theories. It can also see light from the first galaxies in the universe. Recent images from Webb have shown galaxies in different stages. The telescope's detailed observations of these processes are helping scientists piece together the history of galaxy evolution. Plus, the James Webb has been looking at things closer to home, like star-forming areas in our own galaxy. It's helping scientists understand how stars and planetary systems form. The telescope can also study exoplanets and learn about their atmospheres. With its amazing tools, the James Webb Space Telescope is showing us things we've never seen before. It can see through dust clouds and catch things that earlier telescopes like Hubble couldn't. This is really important for seeing where new stars are born or where galaxies are forming. The James Webb's finds will change how we think about the cosmos and push the limits of what we know about what's really out there. One of the coolest things the James Webb Space Telescope has done is take pictures of galaxies that were around when the universe was just starting, only a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. These galaxies, which are much bigger and complicated than expected, are making us rethink how galaxies form. The size and complexity of these early galaxies suggest that the universe might have changed faster than we thought. The James Webb Telescope has captured some strange space things that even experts can't fully explain. One puzzle is the weird concentric rings around a far-off star, something that space experts still don't understand. A scientist shared the picture on Twitter, and it got a lot of comments and discussions online. The picture showed a star named WR140 surrounded by normal wave-like circles that faded out. What was odd was that the circles weren't round but kind of square. This quickly led to talk about aliens. But some experts said it was just nature looking weird from one angle. Sometimes nature can seem wild from certain views but have simple answers. Still, questions remain. Why do they have that shape, and why do they look so regular? These questions have stumped experts like Mark McCaffrian, a scientist with the JWST science team. He called the phenomenon astonishing in a Twitter post. He explained that the sharp blue pattern is left over because of how light bends from the bright star WR140 in the picture. Even so, he noted that the red twist is real and shows a series of shells around WR140 in space. NASA is expected to explain it soon, but it's known that young stars usually give off blue light, while older stars turn redder as they use up fuel and cool down. Astronomers didn't think they'd see old red stars in the early universe, which is what the James Webb Telescope was made for. They also didn't expect to find galaxies many times bigger than the Sun. The red spots in the James Webb Space Telescope pictures seem to be way bigger. According to Jan Decker, the biggest galaxy in their sample is only about 2 to 3 times smaller than the Milky Way. This is a surprise because galaxies the size of the Milky Way were found when the universe was only 3% of its current age. Leah also said that before astronomers changed space theories to explain how such huge galaxies formed so fast after the Big Bang, they need to make sure the red spots aren't something else. If not, alternative ideas would also need new thinking. Stars in the early universe might have given off light in odd ways because they lacked heavy stuff, which aren't in our models. The pictures that showed these puzzling galaxies were taken by Webb's near-infrared camera as part of the large early release science program. The team plans to go back to these galaxies and the SMACS 0723 clusters soon to get spectra of light from far-off sources. Spectra break down the light into colors, showing the chemical and physical properties of the source. Spectra also give very exact distances to these objects. Leah emphasized that only a few months after Webb's team shared the first observations, researchers are having to rethink their ideas about the early universe. Seeing the early universe has led to something so amazing that it challenges science itself, changing our understanding of how galaxies form. Another amazing image from the James Webb Space Telescope shows the phantom galaxy, which looks like a whirlpool turning before our eyes. This new picture, based on deep space data, shows the dust paths of galaxy NGC 628, also known as M74 because of its spiral shape. The phantom galaxy is interesting to scientists because they think there's a huge black hole at its center. Even though the phantom galaxy has been pictured before, including by space telescopes like Hubble and Spitzer, Webb's images stand out because of the near-infrared light, which showed big dust clouds. With its incredible 18-segment hexagonal mirror, the James Webb Space Telescope has become an ambitious project in space exploration, amazing scientists with its abilities and launched to find the deepest mysteries of the universe. Webb has lived up to its expectations in its first looks, from capturing the details of far galaxies to revealing hidden space oddities. Webb's contributions to space science are rewriting books. One of the telescope's best abilities is to see deeper into space than any other instrument before. Using its advanced infrared tech and a huge 18-segment mirror, Webb has started a new time of exploration. Different from the Hubble Space Telescope, which mostly worked in visible and UV light, Webb's infrared abilities let it go through big dust clouds and see space objects hidden from optical telescopes. This has been key in seeing the pillars of creation in the Eagle Nebula, where new stars are born. Webb's infrared view showed details of these giant gas and dust regions, giving clearer looks into how stars are born. Webb's observations of galaxy clusters like SMACS 0723 and Pandora's cluster have given new views on the structure of the universe. By capturing thousands of infrared sources, Webb has let astronomers study how galaxies grow and change. The deep field images from Webb not only improve our understanding of galaxy cluster workings but also challenge current models of space structure. One of Webb's cool discoveries is finding old galaxies that go against traditional space theories. These galaxies, seen when the universe was young, have sizes like the Milky Way, which raises questions about how galaxies formed and grew early on. The James Webb Space Telescope has quickly become important in space exploration, really improving our understanding of space. One of its best abilities is capturing light from some of the first galaxies in the universe thanks to Webb's infrared tech. Webb's has given new looks into how these old galaxies formed and grew, improving our understanding of the early universe. Recent images from Webb have shown galaxies in different stages of growth, including early galaxy mergers, where galaxies hit and interact. These mergers are important in the life of galaxies, changing their structure and star formation rates. The telescope's detailed observations of these let scientists piece together the history of galaxy, offering a look into how galaxies like our Milky Way might have grown over billions of years. Webb has also focused on space objects, like star-forming regions in our own galaxy. Its ability to see through thick space dust has let astronomers study how stars are born and grow in detail. For example, Webb has given new looks at regions like the Orion Nebula, one of the closest and most active star-forming regions to Earth. These observations are helping scientists understand complex things in birth and the formation of planetary systems. Another key area of research by Webb is the study of exoplanets. The telescope's infrared abilities are ideal for studying the atmospheres of exoplanets, letting researchers find and describe their makeup. Webb has started looking at the atmospheres of several exoplanets, giving information on the temperature, air makeup, and possible signs of life. This information is important for finding planets that could have life and understanding the conditions that might affect far